previously on Talk That Talk.
Too. If I taught drum corps, if I did the military bands like you were talking about, bro, or all these things that make me more marketable in the community, then there is another opportunity for Black people to flourish. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think it's two part. I think it's that there are just a lot of bad bands, but I think the other side of it is I think it's a lot of secret small band lovers out here. I just
I'm
don't
one
think
now.
it's
Shit, I'm
right.
becoming one. I'm becoming one, bro. I am. I think that just after filming them CIAA bands at the tournament, bro, I actually reached out to the four tuba players from Virginia Union. I got their Instagrams. I'm about to
Yeah,
work with them actually. I'm about to shoot a separate video just with them. I think that may be the approach that we need to take as far as media teams on the East Coast, man. If it's certain teams within the band that's stronger than others, work with them, man. But it's
yeah.
about building a brand for that band program, whether it just be for the sousaphones or we just do percussion features or whatever. Just that's enough to get those conversations started, though. So that's the way I'm approaching it. Because I'm going to work with each of the CIAA bands individually and do something with them. But
But I know Facia personally. I
yeah,
know
yeah,
Facia's musicality.
yeah,
Facia was first chair flute in the wind ensemble with us. Facia's the real deal.
yeah.
If Facia can get the bodies in the door, I
Mhm.
think Facia would be making a lot of noise, man. But that's the thing. You got to be able to attract the talent to your school. If you every year having to start over from scratch or try to teach a kid just how to create a decent sound,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to keep up with these monsters out here with 300, 350 people in the band blowing the walls down.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah,
The
I think it's
Southern March 96 members and what year was that? One of the jukes in the comments, man. They marched 96
wasn't it
members.
the 88 Mafia? I
Yeah,
think when that,
90 something, 96 Mafia or whatever, man. So
yeah,
Yeah.
you can go
it's the
back to
88, yeah, because Dr. Zachary was in that band.
yeah, man. So I mean, it goes to show, man, you can be minimized to that many members and still come back, man. It's just a matter of the mentality you put into your program
Yeah, so I
and the
think
support, obviously.
is it, and I think it's taboo to say you like a small band now because people attack you, man. They trash, dog. Or the
Nah,
48 Mafia, my fault.
48. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
But
or
I, I,
48 Posse. He
I will
said
say
48
this.
Posse.
I
Yeah.
agree with you, Eddie, on like getting those small groups and really, really trying to hone into those small groups and those different organizations. And Maya can probably attest to this because that's kind of what we see on the dancer side. Like we're starting to see a lot more dance groups because of the fact that people are going to those smaller schools and just recording the girls and putting them out there and branding them. And so not only does that bring attention to those dance lines, but it starts bringing a little bit more attention to those band programs as well. So I think that is definitely a good idea. And I know, with you saying that, and then I know Justin has said he's made it a point to get to those smaller bands or those lesser known bands too. So I think that's definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah, and it's a group called the Passionettes, man, the dancers for the Albany States band. They, I go ahead and say it, they are keeping that brand afloat right now. That's an awesome dance line. And Albany State has seen better years, but right now the Passionettes, man, they are definitely talked about just as much as a lot of these other dance lines.
Maya, you heard of them? Because I've never heard of them before.
The Passionettes.
Yeah.
We ask her a question, and all of a sudden she just put her hand in. Oh, there you
What
go.
since she left?
Ben. Shit. I hate this damn phone. But yeah. Ben. Oh, wait. Am I? Hold on. Am I on?
You on? She said,
We can
"Mom."
hear you.
We can hear
Is it
you.
just me?
We can hear you, girl.
She didn't know.
And Smits. We'll come back to her.
But can we also acknowledge that this big band thing is a new phenomenon in HBCU band world? Because remember, the only big band back in the day was FAMU.
That's it.
Right.
And,
The
and
biggest
Southwest
we the biggest we ever got when I was in Norfolk State Band was 200. And shout out to my Disney brother Ant Phillips in the comment. Back in the day, he said no, Mr.
Tight.
Fields was oh, that ain't Ant.
No, I'm saying tight because we were bigger
Oh,
than that by the time I got there.
but no, I'm saying like the biggest we ever got was like 2 something. But back in the day, he said Mr. Fields was only charting 96 people. Like that's a new phenomenon to band world. So I think that's the other part of it, right? Is people are getting used to seeing these 300-piece bands. They are, man, and it's exciting, man. Like I'm sorry when you get that 300 blowing on, blowing at full volume, and you standing like that, Julian. We got to tell them the Holy Grail story. Eddie, we went to Boombox Classic in 13. Me and Julian. It was Jackson State's homecoming. No, Southern's homecoming, and we were there, bro. And we had a ball. So we go into the game, and we're sitting beside Jackson because Dr. Sanford was the band director at Jackson. So we rooting for Jackson, man. Southern cranked up that Holy Grail with
Yep.
them 300 people, and they faced Jackson, bro. That is the biggest sound I've ever heard from across the field. Me and Julian was like, "Oh God!" Like that shit was crazy, and we were sitting there like, "Bro, they are bringing that shit." So
Yeah.
man, it's exciting. You want to hear that, man. You want to get that feeling like, "Oh my God, this is incredible." So
Oh my
Justin, I just gave you a Justin. I know you hear me, Justin. I just gave another comment. That's my song, Holy Grail.
Holy Grail was it.